Neon Shutter with Derailed. Now that was a badass tune. I mean, all instrumental, but wow, what that was like so intense, but so cool at the same time. I mean, like, what a great tune that was.
I always think that if music makes you smile, it's doing something right. And yeah, we were just, as that went on, we were just getting more and more excited. Everyone was definitely smiling. It's really cool. I was saying to Brian, like, I know nothing really about how you classify electronic music, and apparently, there's 1,000 different genres that all end in wave. But I was saying, is that cyberpunk or what? But it had like this drum and bass almost esque rhythm in the background, and just the stuff he was doing with the synths and all that was brilliant. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought that was awesome.
If you want to have a peek into what some of the stuff that I listen to is, I mean, this is right up the alley. I mean, as soon as I heard this, I was like, I love this, with a couple of other expletives in there that were, definitely, showing the excitement that I had for this. This was absolutely fantastic. It was upbeat. It was fast. There was a lot going on in it. I loved every single part of it. There wasn't a part that I could say I think is, not as amazing as any other part. It was fantastic. So I definitely need to hear more of this. I need to find out more about this artist because absolutely fantastic stuff. Love it. And the fact that he's right from Philly, Jesus, he's only 2 hours from me. He's got to see my basement. So at any rate, this is absolutely fantastic. I love it 100%. I would give the basement award at this point in time, but it's only the second song. Got to wait a little bit, just in case. But absolutely fantastic stuff.
Right on. Well, here's the newest one by Mike1in. This one's called Pages. This is a sweet tune. Dig this.
Pages
Magana with Pages. That was a great tune. I love her vocals, and that was a cool kind of good transition, kind of super smooth and really, really intense at the same time, but kind of an underlying intense sound to it, but great tune.
I think intense is absolutely the right word, and in a good way, it's that perfect kind of intensity that keeps you listening and keeps you on the edge, which is really, really nice to hear. I'm pretty sure, as I was going through the playlist earlier, I'm pretty sure this is one where I texted you. I went, "Oh, that's a good tune."
Yeah.
One of many, but you know, that was just, it grabs you straight away and it keeps you there, and I really like that. Bands like that always remind me of stuff like Portishead, and I'm sure I've said it before, maybe even about these guys on the show. You know, as a straight comparison, it's kind of nothing like it, but it has that kind of atmosphere, which is what that kind of music's all about, really, for me. And it's just, yeah, it's sexy. It's really good music. I love it.
Yeah, it definitely has that. It definitely does have a sexy appeal to it, and the cool thing is that, you know, you focus on the vocals and a straight storyline to the song itself, and then that guitar just comes in at the end and just starts wailing, and I mean, I'm also a sucker, you know, for the law and everything like that, but a wailing guitar with a lot of delay and reverb effect on it, I mean, and just something that is straight textbook awesome for me, and that is something that's like, oh my god, I absolutely love that, that's fantastic, and it was such a nice compliment to this song, and it did so much for it. It definitely just brought out such a huge fire at the very, very end of it. It was a fantastic song.
Right on. So next up we have a new song by Cross Taboo, and this one's called Palm Olive. Dig this. Cross Taboo with Palm off the EP Coconut Leaf. Now, I love her vocals, and it was actually pretty intense for her, because normally her stuff's pretty chill, but it was really cool. And speaking of which, she actually did some mixes of some analog wave songs as well. So Sophia Vondel is one talented woman, let me tell you.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little connection there that I never would have picked up on. I like that. I really like that song. Had a real drive to it. Had a real build to it. It had the birthday bass line, which we love, and it was a rocking tune. I really enjoyed that. That's cool stuff.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I really liked. It had such a constant flow of energy to it, and even though it seemed like it was just a constant wall of sound that just kind of kept going, but that vocal line just really kept your attention to it. It even though when it would break away, you'd have the wall of sound there, the vocals brought you back, and it was a good tune all around. I was totally digging it.
Right on. And so next up, a brand new one from She Was Loud. And this one's got a bit of a long title, but it's a great tune anyways. And the song's called A Zombie Lover in a World Full of Plastic Robots. Dig this.
So don't go running your heart no more, no. A cold hard bitch ain't running around here no more, no. So don't come running around here no more, no. A cold hard bitch